All right, welcome back. I still have Adetokunbo Mumini here, who is the Executive Director of SERAP, and we're talking about the recent report SERAP released. The report, of course, titled Letting the Big Fish Swim. The report clearly, by the title, clearly suggests, those who have the money can actually buy their way out of corruption cases. In the course of looking at your report, it came very clear that in some cases, the anti-corruption agencies actually sabotage some of these corruption cases.
In matters in which they have interests, they would conduct investigation poorly. You understand? They will conduct prosecution poorly, so as to leave sufficient leeway and open avenue for the culprit to get out. That we have known from what are transpired in many of the grand corruption cases, which is unfair to the system. Once you say you are in this business of prosecuting, investigating, you have to do your bit according to ethics, according to law.
Something else I have to read from that report that is quite worrying too. High-profile cases of corruption prosecuted by anti-corruption agencies between 2000 and 2017, total number 177, out of which 167 are still pending. That's quite worrying.
And that is a challenge to our...
And total convictions, just 10.
That is a challenge.
Out of 10, only 3 convictions were obtained after full trial, while 7 convictions were based on plea bargaining.
You see, that all that the report has revealed are the challenges in our administration of criminal justice system. And whatever the report says are the problems, those are the things we actually fix and see how to get out of those problems so that we would have a sane, safe, and sincere criminal justice system.
Well, what is wrong with plea bargaining? Because some lawyers have argued that there's nothing wrong with it.
But I find a lot wrong with plea bargaining. You see, when you want to plea bargain, you look at the substance of the offense. You now hear the accused person saying, I want to plea bargain. And by the time the plea bargain is done, you realize that it appears as if the man is just playing with the system. Somebody is accused of having stolen 1 billion naira, for instance. And at the end of the day, the plea bargain says, go and pay. Was it not 10,000? How much was he asked to pay? And he paid without qualms immediately. So that should not be the essence of plea bargain. Plea bargain, when you want to plea bargain, a substantial part of the money must be recovered from you. You see, we should not be talking about legal justice in Nigeria alone. We should also be talking about moral and social justice. Because that is why Nigerians are no longer pained when they hear that some people stole billions of dollars. So what? We have had it before. Until we start doing... You see, Nigerians have reached a stage that they are no longer angry with all these terrible criminal acts. They have lost the mind to be annoyed, which should not be the case.
And why is it so?
Because the system had allowed people that have stolen from the public till to go more or less scot-free. That's the reason why people don't want to start mentioning billions, and they'll say yes. So after what? Say big millionaire stole, nothing happened. Hebrew stole. What happened was I was asked to go and observe the prison sentence in a high-profile hospital. So that's to tell you that people that are powerful, they got this power through the system. They muzzled and embarrassed the system, and they are now using what they have, stealing from the system, to ride roughshod over the administration of criminal justice system, which is unfortunate.
Well, the most unfortunate thing is that, unfortunately, everyone is involved here, even because without the judiciary playing its role, there's just no way this country can fight corruption.
Yes.
Absolutely no way.
Yes.
But the report aside now, what do you make of the current effort by the government at fighting corruption?
Let me say that I want to say, and sincerely speaking, this may not even be the position of SERAP, but this is my own personal opinion.
Personal opinion.
Pre the coming of Buhari, and since Buhari came, one thing has changed, and that is to say, at least the head of this regime is saying we should have a break with the past. Because if previous regimes had committed 10% of their time fighting corruption, we will not be where we are. I say that. But that having been stated, I don't think the war is going on as it should. Reason is that once you say you have a political commitment to fight corruption, it should be total. You won't be hearing of grass cutting scandal. You'll be hearing of Mena scandal. You'll be hearing of a lot of other things that are happening within this regime. That is anti-corruption like. You understand? So if we must fight corruption, we have to fight it with full commitment so that
I know at some point your organization, SERAP, actually went to court asking that the names of looters
yes.
And now we're beginning to see some names come out. But what do you make of the way it's going?
You see,
does that actually meet what the demands you had?
In sincerity, it doesn't meet all our expectation, but at least we have started saying something. Because you see, what happened earlier was that the government was just telling us so much was recovered without telling us from whom the monies were recovered. And that's why we went to court. And we obtained the judgment that no, Nigerians, this is a democracy. Nigerians they have the right to know from whom and the amount and other circumstances all those monies were recovered. But what we have seen is a tilt in the name towards a particular political party disposition.
Won't it be understandable, for instance, if the federal government, what the federal government has been doing all this while is to go after stolen federal money, and that it's only natural that you would have the names of members of a political party that had been in power all this while, say the PDP, for instance.
No. I agree with you, and that is my response to those who say the war has been one-sided, that's been partisan. Those that have had the opportunity to rule Nigeria have been the PDP for the past 16 years. So you won't respect an APC person unless the person who now migrated from
when we're talking about federal money. Do you think this fight can be effectively fought and won if the states are not collaborating?
Let me say straight away that the business of fighting corruption should be total. It should not be the business of the federal government alone. The state should key into it. The local government at the level should key into it. Nigerians must key into it by our disposition and attitude towards those who stole. We must not continue to give them Baba join the church, Baba didn't in the mosque.
Unfortunately, that's what's happening.
And this mentality, this attitude has to change. And that's the only way to make progress. Because you think of it, for any money stolen, services that are supposed to render to the Nigerian people are not rendered. It's as simple as that. Because corruption is not a victimless crime. The downtrodden Nigerians are the victims, the poor, the young, the women, the children. Imagine how desperate, how wicked Nigerians can be. People are in IDP camps. Foods are given to them, you are diverting it. Materials meant to people that were forced out of their homes have been diverted. So you see that the level of terrible decadence in morality has become so terrible.
Let me just ask you one final question to close. I mean, you know, these days you talk about, we've had people, I mean, the former British Prime Minister, for instance, referred to our country as fantastically corrupt. And, outside, whether we like it or not, the majority of people outside of this country think the average Nigerian has the propensity to be corrupt. Why is corruption so rampant here?
The reason why I think corruption is so rampant in Nigeria is, first, when somebody serves Nigeria, he is due to be pensioned.
But the pension is given.
No. You see, the strains and the stress which Nigerians go through, some of them stay on the line slumming and dying. And when people see something like that,
they just want to secure their future.
Thank you. Again. Now, things that the white man have taken for granted, basic health facilities, functioning and functional public transportation, lovely education system, we are still, you see, I say Nigeria still battles with existential matters. You see, in a society where people still battle with existential matters, you are simply saying people can do it their own way and get out of it.
And that's what we're seeing across Africa.
Yes. So until we say in Nigeria that socio-economic rights and civil and political rights will be equally justiciable, you understand? Then we will be getting out of the wood. But once we say civil and political rights, justiciable, socio-economic and not justiciable, we will still be where we are.
Adetukunbo Mumini, thank you very much for coming on the program.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you very much for your time. Well, that's it on the program. If you want to watch it again, it's simple. Just go to our website, tv360nigeria.com. You'll find this program and lots more there. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/TV360Nigeria. Now, do subscribe to get the latest updates of happenings around the country. You can as well join us on Google Plus at TV360Nigeria or like us on Facebook. The address is facebook.com/TV360online. You can also follow us on Twitter. It's at TV360 Nigeria. We thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again next week.